lose that one whole spot. Yeah, about 88 laps I'm showing on one tank of gas, so... Question is, do you try to go the full run, or do you try to split it up and do a 2-run race? I couldn't put my bids in because it wouldn't let me without signing in. Oh, I just qualified 7th. Do we have race control tonight? So that means that there's something, there's not going to be anybody to clear black flags. Damn, yeah, it's going to be rough. Well, we do have 5 sets of tires, sir, so... Ooh, Max with the new shiny paint. See, Max has a shiny new paint job. I mean, you're already at the back. I mean, I guess you can argue that. Good luck, sir. I got my spotter didn't tell me outside till I was almost past him. This is terrible. I didn't touch my brake lines either, because mine lowered it to like 62 and turned on the first time. Too loose. Jesus. How are you that low? I don't get how you guys can run your brake lines so low. I'm just not. Jesus fuck. Nearly killed the 22. I had a nose underneath him coming in turn one. He just kept coming down and down. I had to back out there. I was going to wreck him. Where are you running, Mr. Willis? Have you gained anything? Damn. I don't even know what the leader class ran. I ran 25:46. So I'm not too far slower than the leader, I guess. I'm up to 18th though. 25th, so I'll take it. There goes McFadden. I wonder why he doesn't finish races. Dodgers. I had trouble getting around him when I got around him. Like, iRacing so many hard so hard for 20th. Like, Thanks for 2 stopping it, Brandon. Take a little max. I think I'm going pit, Mr. Wallace. My tires are gone. This time, 60 this time. Because I got to 16th, but everybody I passed started re-catching me, so... Like even Belkey's catching me. I was over 3 seconds up on him. $33.82. Yeah. I killed my tires. I didn't think I was that rough on them. I'll probably make my last stop with like maybe 40 to go or something like that. So you can barely run 75 laps. Oh, what does your rough right turn look like? Jesus. I'm actually surprised we haven't had more cautions. have some patience. I thought you were gonna go high. Kitty just ran through me. Hell yeah! Oh, somebody wrecked in turn 1. I was 5 laps away from making my last pit stop, Mr. Wallace. How many laps? How many laps now? Well, you probably get a wave around then, right? I would take a wave around if I were you. It's probably going to be a wreck fest from this point on, though. Like I said, I was 5 laps away from pit, and Ben's pinned it too for some reason. .60.88 that run. And that was probably almost 50 laps, so definitely a lot better than my first run. This is about to be a wreck fest, though. Alright, good to go on fuel the rest of the race. I think my first run, I think I did 55 laps, and my tires were like 30% on the right front, so I was over... Did you get the wave around? Well, like I said, I was 5 laps away from pitting, which would have been about 50 laps to since I last stopped my tire where right front was 30% better on that run. So yeah, I'm in 10th because I hadn't pitted yet. Yeah, I was about to. I was 5 to 10 laps away from making my pit stop. Like I said, I assume this is about to be a wreck fest, so. But I'm surprised we went 100 laps of caution-free racing, so. Oh, on the outside, this is not good. feel like I'm sliding all the time. If that makes sense. have no idea who he's talking to. I think he's talking about Banksy. He's driving in so deep. And now he's rubbing with Banksy. Now he's on the wall. Like, he's drifting it up so much and nearly smoking the wall. He's got to be killing it right there. I assume the leader is almost coming up on you. Oh, he's going to clip them. Where are you running? Okay. Yeah, he's talking about the 86. He's driving so deep. Letting it drift up, trying to get through off the corner, he's just killing his tires. And I think he just finally killed his right front off. Yeah, please don't bring out caution. That was a 22. Oh, thank God. Caution. Hey, that's your choice if you don't want Bandits to have a potential top 10. Shit. I wasn't expecting you to lift there. I don't think I'll hold on to the top 10 though. I think Banks will catch me. I think Bailey's will catch me. Top 15 I'll take. Well, another wave around for you, I guess. Tires. Yeah, I'm surprised about shit. No wheel damage are good, but I just let Big C get to me. Just smoked him off too. Fucking weird drive. There goes my top 10. I didn't smoke that wall, lost all my timing or distance, I would have been fine. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it, if I didn't smoke the wall, I could have held off Bailey. Did he? P11, sir. Yeah. I was at 49.85 at the end. What lap did I hit that wall? Yeah, 142. That's where I had to really get on the throttle, and that's where I lost all my lead, essentially, to Banksy and Bailey. Yeah, I know. It just sucks. I'll take it. 25th to 11th. Where'd you wind up? Who did? JR? Oh, did he? Oh, let me watch this. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Yep, see you tomorrow. Oh, wow, he did punt up, Jesus. Last lap pass for the win. I didn't think I hit the wall coming on the last lap, but whatever. that wall hit. Top 10. Alright guys, time for the race review from the league race, Saturday Night Racing League from Rockingham. You just saw it, and you saw a heck of a race for the most part. One caution, which surprised me for 150 laps for Rockingham, but we also had a small field for this race tonight. We only had 26 cars here. A lot of the group people in the league, I believe, are at the Kansas race. So, because we usually have almost 40 plus or near 40 cars here. But fall results, you saw AJ win the race, last lap, bumping around, I guess, the night AJR, who dominated the race, led like 120 of the 150 laps. Kiwi finished third, Seth finished fourth, Phil fifth. I think it's Rhea, sixth. Justin seventh. Casey finished 8th. Banksy finished 9th. Turner finished 10th. We finished 11th. I'm happy with that. It just sucks that if I didn't bounce it off the wall in the last 10 laps like an idiot off of turn 2, lost all my momentum. I think I could have held on to at least a 10th place run. But it is what it is. I'm still happy with 11th because I usually don't even run top 20. This league is very rough. And that caution flag during pit stops was very untimely, unfortunately. And you saw in my first run, I decided to do the two-stop strategy because my right front tire was 33% after that first run. It sucks that I actually can't go back and see what my tire wear was again. I think the last run, too, I wore them out, but I was also racing pretty hard. So we do have a beautiful Jeff Berger throwback. Thanks to JS Design for that. I'll probably run this car for at least a couple weeks before I switch to something else because I have ADHD when it comes to paint schemes. Okay, so we do have some. I'm not sure. What happened to him? He must have just pulled off. I think he nearly got wrecked earlier in the race, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, let's see what happened here. So this is 24th, 25th. Oh. What was that? I'm surprised that wasn't a caution. Yeah, I've been kind of pissed about that. So he just Mr. Hodges here, he blew it right from the tire during the race. I think he felt bad, but I think he started top 10. He started 7th, but he struggled most of the race. Elliott Butler 6. He also struggled. He started in the top 2. He fell backwards throughout the race. It was like I was moving forward initial run, and then I just, like I said, wore out my tires. Paint 63, Mr. Cost. Actually, what's the hood say? Oh, okay, Zero Fanatec. Just new scheme on the car. Mr. Water was not having fun today. He fell back in the field. He's in 24th at this point, just struggling. These are your second, third place cars. This trouble too was this was New Rockingham. You couldn't run the top. The setup was very tight, which I do like a tight setup. I killed my right front, and this was a fun race. You really couldn't run the top. Battling back to pack. So we don't get a caution until lap. What was the lap? A little somewhere around here. Oh, I just skip ahead that much. No. It was the 77 accidentally ran over a person. I think it's this one. Different pit strategies. Like I said, I stopped on lap 55 because, like I said, my right front was gone. I didn't want to stay out there longer. I was going to stop. I was literally 5 or 10 laps away from stopping before this caution came out. It kind of shook up the field. Just different entire strategies here. And unfortunately, the 77 will kill the 8. He's in the wall. The 7 gets killed. And that brings out your only caution of the race. You did me in the 86, 35 here. 86 was absolutely clear. He fell all the way back to 17. He just was driving it so deep. 22.64, get into it, and unfortunately, 22 is going to get wrecked, I think. Yeah, the 16. Unfortunately, 22 Lauder. Don't know how much damage Lauder got. Oh, he got hit pretty good. Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure how much damage he got. Well, so his bad race was worse right there. I like that. He's not had fun the last 2 weeks. He finished 22nd. Mr. Wallace at the 99. Like I said, I hit the wall and cost myself 2 spots. I think I could have held off the 24 if I didn't do it, because I think I had enough distance on it. But we have got to watch, again, the last lap pass for the win. Final lap, 98 has dominated, 33 is coming. And 33 is driving in deep. Being a bay, I think the 98 was probably going to try to turn and repeat the favor, but AJ wins the race. 98 is not happy, as you can see. I assume there'll be payback in the future for that. But again, congratulations to AJ for winning the race. And he led, I think, just 1 lap, and that was the last lap. So, like I said, here's your final results again. J.R. Shepard dominated. I think he led, like I said, over 120 laps of the race. And I didn't qualify. But like I said, if I didn't hit the wall, I would have been fine. So, but it is what it is. I'll take 11th. I'll take 11th because I usually don't run top 15, let alone top 20 this league. So to whoever watches the video, as always, thank you very much. And we'll get them next time.